Welcome back to How to Make It with Lily, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make a snowman or a snowwoman wreath. First off, we're going to need a snowman wreath. I picked this one up at Dollar Tree, and all of the items that I will be using for this video are going to be from Dollar Tree. It's going to yield super adorable and high-end results. Next, we're going to need 5 of these microfiber mop heads. We're going to use 4 of them for the snowman, and then 1 of them we're going to use as an extra piece to fill in the gaps. So we're going to start off by taking one of the mop heads and gluing it down onto one side of the frame of the snowman or snowwoman, whatever you want to make. And you want this to kind of wrap around to the other side of the frame, as I'm doing right now. The most important part here is to make sure the corners of the mop pads wrap around the frame, and if you have pieces of the neck area where it's running a little bit short, don't worry about it, we're going to take care of it later. I'm going to flip the frame and repeat the same process as I did on the top of the pad and have it wrap around the frame like so. Just be careful when you're working with the hot glue gun here because it could easily get you. Just to give you an idea, this is what we have so far. I'm just taking some extra glue and gluing down the corners of the mop pad. Notice how there's about a good 2 inches from the neck on down to the pad where there's no padding in between. That's perfectly fine. We're going to cover that up. This is what it looks like so far, and we're just going to repeat the same thing with the second pad on the other side of the snowman or snowwoman. I have flipped over the frame to make it easy for me to glue it down. I'm just going to take some glue now and take the corners of the pads and glue it down to the frame and push it down. I have this random piece of plastic that I'm just going to use to make sure that I don't get burned. So if you have finger protectors or anything like that, or a rubber spatula, you can use it here. Very easy to do, nothing complicated here. Now for the middle section, I'm just going to go ahead and take some glue, put a small dab on there, and then tuck the 2 pieces so that it comes together. And again, you want to be careful so that you do not burn yourself here. Next, I'm going to turn the frame over, put some glue in the middle, and then pull the 2 pieces together again. Don't worry about the middle line. I'm going to show you a very simple trick for that line to disappear later on. Now I'm going to take the third padding and do the same thing, and this is going to be the face of the snowman or snowwoman. You want to make sure you take the pad down to where the neck and the head meet to make sure that you have enough coverage. Now we're going to take the 4th pad and cover the remaining of the snowman or snowwoman. This includes the hat and what you would consider the forehead. If you have a little bit of the hat poking through, that's perfectly fine. We're going to cover that later on with felt. After I turn the frame over, you can see a little bit of exposed area of the hat and the neck. Next, we're going to take the 5th pad, cut it in small strips, and fill in the middle line where the 2 pads meet. This is a method I had one of the carpenters do at our house when they needed to repair the carpet, so this works great. It fills in all the gaps and you can hardly notice a thing. Do this until you're satisfied. You can also take your fingers and comb both sides through to blend the strings together. And this is what we end up with. Now we're going to dress it up and bring it to life. I bought a container of buttons from the Dollar Tree, and the nose is from their spring collection. I just laid it all out to see how I like it to be. Once I'm satisfied with the overall look, I'm going to take the glue gun and glue down the pieces one by one. It is coming together so quickly, and it is so adorable already. Alright, the face is mostly done. Onto the hat. I just basically laid down a piece of felt and I'm cutting around the hat area And I do apologize, I'm getting in the way over here, but it's a very simple process. Again, it's just you're cutting it to the shape of the hat, but you don't need to be neat about it or anything. Just cut around it because we're going to be tucking the edges into the back of the wreath. Now I'm going to flip the frame again, so this is the back side of the frame, and all the felt that we have, we're just going to cut the excess off and tuck whatever we can to the back. You're going to have lots of extra felt, that's perfectly fine. Again, you don't need to be precise about it here. We're going to make it look nice and neat. So this is what we have so far for the hat piece. Now we need to make the little strip that goes to the bottom of the hat. To do this, all you need is to use some material on hand. I'm using the labels that I got the packaging from Dollar Tree, and it's as simple as it gets. I have the leftover piece of felt. I'm going to glue down the label to the middle of the felt and then tuck in the sides. This is going to create a very neat edge for the strip. Cut off the excess felt, leaving just a few milliliters of extra there to be folded onto the back, and that's pretty much it. Just go ahead and glue it on down. Now take the finished strip and glue it down to the bottom of the hat at an angle. Easy peasy, you have a hat. Going to dress it up using a scarf from Dollar Tree. I picked up 3 different prints to see which one I'm going to stick with. I'm favoring more towards the white, but what do you guys think? Comment down below and let me know which one would you pick. We're going to wrap it around its neck to keep it nice and cozy warm, and this is the reason why it didn't matter if we had any of the padding or not, because the scarf is going to take care of the problem in covering it for us. Now we're going to accessorize our snowman or snow woman. I'm taking some ribbon here, putting it to the base or the middle of the hat, I should say, and then we're just going to go ahead and build up from there. You can use snowflakes, little ornaments, whatever you'd like. I'm going to put a big bow on its hat, and it's going to come together very nicely. This is a bow I made using Dollar Tree ribbon again. I loved the plaids that they had this year. You can definitely use this in the summertime as well. So it's very easy to do. All you do is take loops of the bow and fold it onto itself, and then for the middle I just used a pipe cleaner to tighten it up, and then just give it a cut wherever you like and you have yourself a bow. Play around with different colors and textures of the ribbon to see what you like best. I added a few strips of the red ribbon with the snowflakes on here, which I also got from the Dollar Tree, and stuck it on there. And then I got this ornament from Dollar Tree and stuck that on the top of everything. Look how gorgeous this looks already. Make sure to fluff up the ribbon loops, and then I'm going to take the back of the ornament that broke off and make it into a brooch onto the scarf. I took some of my faux snow and put it in between the strings of the pad. It kept it pretty well actually, and it gave it a nice glistening effect. But this part is completely optional, as is everything else. Everything is very much customizable to your taste. This is how you make a snowman wreath. Now I'm going to show you how to quickly modify this and make it into a snow woman. You want to take a strip of black felt and then basically bend it into a V shape where it's pointing out, and the point is you're just going to tuck that into the bottom of the eye, and you have yourself a snow woman. Of course, you want to make sure you glue it down if that's what you want to do for the look. I'm going to give my snow woman some rosy cheeks by taking my blush kit and scraping off some of my blush onto a piece of paper, and then taking a paintbrush and brushing it onto her cheeks. She is coming together so nicely, and she looks so gorgeous with those rosy cheeks especially. Of course, the more details you add, the better it's gonna look. Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to Miss Betsy. She is so gorgeous. I love the way this turned out. My kids absolutely love and adore this wreath. They're so excited that we have her as an addition to our holiday decor. And I just think this was one of the most easiest and best crafts ever because it yielded such wonderful results. I hope you guys try it at home. Comment down below if you do, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with a family or a friend. All these actions help to support the channel and grow. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to pop back in because I will be having my Christmas decor ideas up very soon, and I have some very amazing ideas to share with you again. So hope to see you back soon. Take care.